Y'all good? And action.
DJ, this a hit, boy.
What up? It's the Vibe Queenz with you once again. Got your girl Nay.
Yo.
And we got Case Stats. My bad, Cliff. Gotta add your name.
It's cool. You know.
They definitely know you. They definitely know you. So today we're going to be talking about being a fucking adult. Woo-hoo. Man,
0 out of 10. Don't recommend.
first off, growing up, we couldn't wait to be grown. Baby used to be getting cussed out or getting in trouble by my mama. Used to be like, I can't wait till I'm grown and I'm out of this house. I can't wait.
Yeah.
This shit is the ghetto.
Super.
The absolute ghetto. This the part of adulthood they ain't tell us about.
The worst hood to be in. The worst hood to be in, for real.
The ghetto. But nah, I mean, being an adult have its perks. I guess we can all say that. And
Right now, very few.
very being an adult also have its downfalls. And we see it all. You go through the struggle,
Man.
you go through some shit, but you gotta stay strong. I'm sure we all got a story to tell.
No doubt.
So, and I feel like when you say that you're an adult, most people, especially growing up like in Black homes, we can say, because we all, that magic number is 18. I can't wait till you turn 18 so you can get out or so you can do this and that. Like, I'm still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You still a kid?
Yeah.
You still a kid.
I'm still a kid at 23.
And scoot up a little. It's hard, and like I can say, and I know y'all will have something to say too. Adulthood is really challenging. Parenting that comes with adulthood. So being an adult plus being a parent.
Ooh, child. What she says 0 out of 10 don't recommend. Ooh,
Man, what?
Man, when I say how was y'all last week?
Tough.
Let's just talk about the last week, and then we'll get into what we want to talk about. How was y'all week?
y'all must say it's spring break. Y'all ready to kill the kids? Last week was straight for me. I mean, I guess, I don't know, work. I'm tired of working, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I just need to shit.
That part I want to be preached so bad, so I ain't got to work.
Yeah, for sure.
I just need somebody to be like, you ain't got to work no more. Hey, where you at?
When I say I legit want to just travel, spend money, just get up when I want to.
Wear cute clothes, wear shoes, expensive jewelry, live an expensive life with no job.
Basically, that's I don't know. But nah, real talk. How was your last week?
I mean, it started off cool, but by Tuesday, went downhill.
Look downhill.
Like all the way downhill.
Oh man.
Like, you know, the roller coaster and it just goes straight down.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't came up yet. Yeah, we still going down.
Well, I've had a challenging week.
Yes.
So, starting off my week, let's just talk about, like I said last week, starting off my week, like normally my daily routine is I get up, get my kids ready for school.
Please skip to the good part. Like, skip to the good stuff, lady. We didn't ask about them kids, girl.
I get my kids ready
Part of
for
her adult life.
okay.
Girl, them kids be ready.
I get them kids ready for school, and then after I drop them off, you know, I start my adult life. I go to the gym or whatever. So go to the gym, you know, working out. By the way, I had a surgery. This is a disclaimer because I have to tell everyone this because you'll see how my life almost within this last week. I had a surgery in December. It's March. You know, 3 months out. Three, magic number 3. So basically I go to the gym, have been going to the gym almost a month. Was like, my trainer was like, I'm gonna up your weights. Like, you doing good.
First mistake.
So I'm in there getting it in. It's like, he handed me a 40-pound kettlebell. I'm like, okay, bet, cool. I'm like, it's a little heavy, but you know, I got this. I ain't trying to look like no little punk in the gym, trying to show out a little bit. Swinging them things. Later that day, get to hurting a little bit. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Get the hurting, stomach crampy or whatever, bleeding a little bit. I'm like, okay, something. I call my doctor in the morning or whatever. Call my doctor ain't there. Had plans with my friends that day, 314 day. Went out to celebrate because I was feeling a little better. And that was a Tuesday. I kicked it. Had myself a good time. Wednesday go to my doctor's appointment. Go in there, tell the doctor what was going on. She wound up checking like, you finna go to emergency surgery. I was like, what? What you talking about?
I'm at work.
Okay.
Come quick, Craig's in trouble. I'm on the way. Like, what?
Kids still at school, you know, I gotta finish my work day. Like,
It was so
what the hell is
nice.
going on?
I had thought of my 10. I ain't
She tell me I gotta have emergency surgery because basically I had complications and reopened myself back up at the gym, trying to go hard, trying to be grown. Yeah, but what got me? She tell me about the emergency surgery. I'm still in a little bit of shock. She goes further and tell me that I might gotta be Lamar. If for those of you who don't know who he is, if y'all watch BMF, Lamar's the crazy guy who got the shit bag.
A menace with a shit bag.
That was gonna be me. So she tells me that until you begin to see how bad things are, that I may wake up with a shit bag. I couldn't do nothing but cry because at this age, who wants a shit bag? And these fools was gonna have to change it, and I ain't want to be a part of that.
First thing I Googled was, is it permanent? Like, do it stay forever? Like, come on, I got you for a few weeks, but forever? Please.
So that's adulthood. Like, on a serious note, like when you go through stuff like that, especially being like a single parent, you still like have to be a mom while going through it. You got to be a mom whether you sick, you tired, got to go to work, you still got to. So don't get me wrong, I have a great support system. But at the end of the day, these kids are mine 24/7, 365. So all I could think about, like when she told me, she was like, basically, I had to go across the street because you finna have surgery. My kids still at school, everything, like had plans like for the rest of the week. But that's when you go into super mom mode and shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. But that was just 1 week of chaos, and I had
It wasn't even a whole week, it was like 3 days.
oh yeah, all this happened like in a matter of a couple of days. I had to stay overnight. Like, who wants to stay in the hospital? Got to make arrangements for my kids. Like, that'd be a stressor within itself, like stuff that you go through and deal with. And it completely happened out of nowhere. I didn't expect to have surgery. I didn't prepare for it. But shit, that's just shit you have to do when you grown. So, yeah, that was my last couple of days. Guess what I've been doing? Yeah, I know in previous segments how I turn up and shit. Nope, I've been sitting down because guess who's scared of that shit bag?
I don't blame you. That's quite scary.
I was scared, so I've been sitting my ass down. I'm sit down, but guess what? When it's hot, I'll be back out again.
Please smoke it.
I'll be back out again.
Not right now.
Debo. Not Debo.
Okay, hey, Debo needs to come get you for real.
Debo came in on the cruise.
Nah, but let me tell us, we gonna go to you first, Nate, and then we'll go around. What's some of the challenges that you feel like you face, or as an adult, as a parent, that like people don't talk about or people sweep up under the rug? Like, tell us about that.
I think for me, like being a new mom, it's finding time. Like my day starts 4:45 in the morning and it don't end till whenever she goes to sleep. But you know, you still have to find like your me time, right? Like, so where's my gym time? Luckily now they got the little, little kid room, but she thinks she can live, so she feel like she can work out with me, so that, and it's not conducive for me. Like, so that's that right there. And she's 2, so I got a 2-year-old. Like, who's going on 100? Cause Sade, she got ready to get knocked out every day, like right now, like right now, as she's creeping up right here on the side of me, like trying to see what's going on. Yeah. I'm trying not to yell like, get out. Like, but it's different because you used to, like we said in the beginning, like, I can't wait to be grown, got my own this, that, and the third. And it's boom, now your mama like, shit, I can't do nothing for myself. Like, why is you all on my skin? Like, shit, back up a little bit.
Wait, oh.
I have my own air, my own space. Like,
over with.
No, for real, yeah, it is big over, big over.
Crazy.
And they say it stopped when you're 18. Like, I'm 32-ish, but I still be in my parents' pocket, so it don't stop. I still be.
Nice.
I'm still a kid at heart.
Let's be nice. Everybody don't have.
But I do wish I could just move back in with one of them and I pay the bills though. For real, I know they're gonna watch this whenever it drive. Mama, can I just, Would you move back in with your parents? Most definitely would. In a heartbeat. My they be chill. Well, my mama might have some rules, but my daddy be real chill. My daddy's real chill, so in a heartbeat. He stay around the corner, so.
Can't relate.
In a heartbeat. I ain't gotta pay no bills. Not for real, Oh, yeah.
So how do you, as far as bills and stuff, so out here.
Please don't ask me about the bills. Please.
How do you feel like, what advice would you give to
me?
Okay, please. we go use her for what we need to use her for. What advice, being that she is the youngest, she still got a lot of growing to do, like she still got mistakes she's gonna make. We are older, they've been through some stuff. What advice would you give? She don't have any kids, so what advice would you give K Stats at this age when preparing or still preparing or looking for, going into this adulthood, because she's still young, like she still got a life to live.
Whole lot of life to live. Investment. I wish I would have invested early, like really know about, the ropes and that. I'm still learning, like to this day. Of course, my occupation, like we have different things that we can invest in TSP type stuff. You know what I mean? Like investing in stuff like that early on, because it'll set you up for the long run. Like your retirement plans, your 401ks, like
type, yeah.
Yeah, for real. and like getting with like-minded people to like get properties, like just little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Vendors, like vending machines, you know what I'm saying? Just like little stuff, investing, like that residual income. If I for sure would have been like had that mindset at that age, I wouldn't be working shit.
No, for real. I definitely get that.
For me. Like
that's to piggyback on that, like if I knew then what I know now, I was in the military. I deployed early. I was 20 years old when I deployed. I didn't have any kids back home. I really didn't have no responsibility. So at a young age, the deployment money was good. It was tax-free. You weren't paying no rent. You weren't paying for nothing. So whatever you was making, basically, you was pocketing. Like, I came home with a lot of thousands of dollars. Like I was 21 years old, almost had $50,000. Back then, that was what is it now? 2023. That was like dang near close to 15 years ago that I deployed. 15 years ago, whatever. If I knew then what I knew now, I probably wouldn't be having to work right now. If I would have known, like you said, that's stuff that we don't know early on. Some of us don't know. We don't have that luxury until we get older and get around a different crowd, like you said, like-minded people. That I had all of that money, and although like I am very responsible with money, I always have been. But if I knew then what I knew now, I would have set myself up being 35. I would have set my 21-year-old self would have set my 35-year-old self up now. Like, that was just free money. Like I didn't even have to buy when you in deployed setting. You ain't gotta really buy nothing. You taking care of. No hygiene products, no nothing. Like, I came home with all of that money. I did what most people do. I got me a car. My little slow self didn't know then. Paid cash for it. Brand new car. I mean, why not? I got the money in there. I ain't have nobody telling me no. Actually, people's like, girl, get what you want. You got it. You get what I'm saying? Instead of somebody telling me, instead of doing this, do this, invest. It'll help you in the long run. Or even when it comes to like credit and stuff, we don't learn about that stuff. We either learn because you didn't got in contact or you met somebody who can teach you, or you kind of learn from your parents' mistakes. Like, my mama never taught me about credit or nothing like that. So basically I got it out the mud. And when I say I'm very like responsible when it comes to that. Like, and I was just talking to my friend about this. Like, I kind of taught myself this stuff. Nobody taught me. Like, K-Stat spent a lot of time with me, but we kick it or whatever, but it don't be all kicking it. So like, she don't know it or whatever, but like doing certain stuff, because I do know she looked up to me. So it's like staying on the right path. She knows she can come talk to me about stuff like
That's my home.
Even when it came to buying a house, how important credit and stuff is.
Yeah.
That stuff is important.
Yeah.
Credit cards. I didn't get my first credit card to 25. Not because they weren't offering it to me. I was scared because I heard what credit cards can do to people at a young age, like, especially when you don't have the knowledge. Like, I got this money, this free money to do what?
That was me.
So, like, even that, like, I work my butt off. Like, right now, I can say I'm doing pretty good. Like, I own a house. The only debt I have is my car and my house. I don't have any student loan debt. Thank God. Shout out to the military. For that. When it comes to credit score and all of that stuff, I'm over 800, and it was because talking to people, seeing where it can get you in the long run, and making smart financial decisions, especially being that I still have kids. So yeah, I ain't always been here, but I'm there now.
Right.
So
It takes time for sure.
So being that you're younger, what's some of the stuff that, as being an adult, have you endured, like the struggles, like?
Moving away. I moved away from here when I was 19. I went to TSU, And like you said, getting a credit card, that's the first thing I did when I got on campus. They came, they set the little tables, they had like Discover and Capital One. I was like, credit card, they said we get $1,500.
Mess your whole life up for $1,500.
$1,500. Like at the time, my mind was blown. Like, wow. I already had a Victoria's Secret credit card. I was like, I'm doing good with this. I'm paying this off. Like after I would buy something, I would pay it off like the next day or the Friday or something like that. But when I got this card, I was like, $1,500, I'm not gonna spend that right away. Shit. They had a mall, like the Mills Mall down there. It was basically like an outlet mall, but indoors, like everything was on sale. You don't think I spent $1,000 the first day at the mall?
After you just told yourself.
Roommates, you want an outfit? Bitch, because on Wednesday we gotta be cute.
Okay.
So I got a roommate outfit, like we was all cute. But when it was time to pay it back, it was just me paying it back. Nobody else was helping me pay it back. And I had 2 jobs when I lived down there. Like I was straight struggling. But I was like, I know the lifestyle that I live, I have to work so hard to afford it. COVID happened, I moved back here. I started doing hair, like I normally was. Then I worked at the nail shop. The fastest money I ever made, other than extracurricular activities. That's the fastest money I ever made in my life. Like every trip we went on, I pay for it. Yeah. I pay half. Like I didn't care because I'm like, when I get back to work, I'm gonna make my money right back. And it's just like, I didn't really get the concept of saving because I'm so used to making fast money. So now that I'm like not really working a fast money job, it's like, okay, you know, you got so much money until the next time you get paid. You know, your bills is so much money. Okay, you gotta get a little weed, gotta get a little, you know, little shoes that's gonna come out. You gotta work, you know, you gotta make your money work for you. You can't do too much with your money knowing what you gotta pay for. So I had to really cut back on shopping, going out of town, didn't cut the weed out because, you know, that's a necessity.
You had to be responsible.
Yeah, I had to be very responsible because like you said, nobody really taught me. Everything when I was younger, I was very spoiled as a kid. Like being the only girl, first grandchild, first granddaughter, like I got everything I wanted. So I never heard no for real. I heard it from my mom, I'm going to ask my granny. So being an adult, you don't got people that you can just ask stuff for. So it's kind of like your person now. Like you got to pay for it.
And sometimes your pride won't allow you to, or you don't want to be the talk of the family.
Yeah, and I'm already the talk of the family as is, so I'm not gonna make it worse by asking for $50.
Because I need some gas and need some food
A little snack.
to hold me over.
But you know what? It's all right. I Instacart every day on my own until I get what I want. I don't need y'all. I be making it work. But to say all of that is to say I wasn't taught how to save because I didn't see saving growing up. Like everybody in my family, like they had money. They was, you know, they was spending money. They had nice clothes. We always had nice stuff. So I never seen the saving part or the credit part. So I went away, got a credit card, and was like, what the fuck? Like, how do I, like, where's the money to pay that?
This free money, cha-ching.
Basically. So now when I moved back, I started teaching my younger brothers, like, you know, don't do this, don't do that, because nobody taught me. So I feel like the least I can do is teach them how to save and stuff like that. And like Sierra said, being around her, I see a lot of stuff that like, dang, yeah, do got y'all life together a little bit, like, you know. But I be forgetting that they like a little older than me. I'm just I'm gonna say anybody's age, but they are there. But yeah, they taught me some stuff. Well, Sierra, let me not say that.
I mean, it's hard. Like everything ain't peaches and cream.
No, like I ain't never rushed to be no adult because like I said, I was spoiled. I did whatever I wanted to do. As a teenager, like I never was like, I can't wait to be grown because I'm already doing grown stuff now. My mom and them cool, like, you know, we can do whatever over here. So I never was in a rush to get grown. But I had friends that was in a rush and now they salty because they hate their life. I don't necessarily hate it, but just like not having a good time right now.
But I didn't think stuff was that. I was held accountable and responsible for a lot of stuff at early age.
Yeah, being the oldest sibling, it's like your sibling do something, now you in trouble. Why you ain't tell them not to do it? Last time I checked, I don't got no kids. So I'm just telling them, hey, you know, just don't hurt yourself. Now I'm in trouble because I didn't do something.
Queenz with little. My parents got everybody in the house. I don't care who did it. Everybody got it.
Yeah, it was
Everybody lined up.
definitely
I'm
me
like,
because
everybody lined up. That's how I grew up. Everybody's in trouble. One person did it, y'all did it.
I was paying bills and stuff early. I was taking care of my little sister and like
yeah.
I always had that hustle mentality. Like I braided hair, I did what I had to do. I was gonna make my money. Because one thing about it,
one for the
your girl loved clothes, she loved shoes.
I needed to get every shoe, every Air Force One they had come out. I needed it.
So I think that helped, even though I wasn't taught a lot. Me having to be the responsible one early on. I'm paying bills and stuff at 14, electric bills, water bills. I'm buying school time coming around. If I'm buying me something, I got enough money. I'm buying my sisters them clothes and shoes. I'm making sure.
I can't be the only one fresh.
So it was just like helping. It's like I got through out there, through to the wolves, but shit, I survived.
It builds character for sure.
It does. I can say.
I think every life experience that you go through builds character. You know, it'll teach you, well, I don't want to go through that again, or that wasn't that
like
bad.
Touching that hot stove.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't want to do that, but that actually wasn't that bad. I could probably do that again, but just a different way.
Yep. Well, I don't know. It's just adulthood. It is. It has its perks, but like I said, it has its struggles.
No doubt.
I mean, for me, it was these last couple of years. It was a struggle when it comes to that work-life balance or whatever, because when you're going through stuff, your job expects you to still show up.
Yeah.
They don't care about your personal life.
Not at all.
Speaking of real stuff, put y'all in my business just a little bit because I'm human. I went through a bad divorce. It took 3 years. Y'all thought we was rich.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy stuff going on. But 3 years going through a hard divorce, and to still have to be strong in front of your kids, still go day by day. You might have had a hard day, went to court, something didn't come work out your way, or arguing and fighting and still got a smile. Nobody really know what you're going through, because I'm a very, very strong person. I'm a strong individual.
Yeah, some stuff I was like,
that's one of my downfalls. I say I'm prideful and I'm very strong. So I don't know how to be weak. So I only knew how to keep going. But that can be bad. Like,
yeah, because you don't take the time to fully feel what you're going through.
I just keep going. I just keep going. And
it's like you're suppressing it.
Yeah, it's only so.
That's why we go to therapy.
Yes, I go to therapy every 2 weeks. I believe in therapy. I go faithfully every 2 weeks. I used to go every week, but
me too.
I graduated.
Hey, thank God for growth. Thank God for growth.
That helped me get through it, and it'd be times like so strong. My friends and them make these comments like, "You are so freaking strong. Like, I couldn't have did this, I couldn't have did that." But I was looking at the bigger picture. Like, one of these days it'll be over.
Yeah.
My kids just see me like
go through this.
It's hard. Like, hell, it was time. Shit, I didn't know if I was gonna still have my house. I mean, that's one of the things you go through when you go through a divorce. Losing things, having to build, having to start over, like stuff you work for. Like, don't just jump into something and don't know. Like, that's part of being an adult. Like, don't get married. Don't get married just because. Like, really know your person. I'm sure Nay and K-Sex can say, nobody. I feel like as females, everybody wants to be married, want this fairy tale lifestyle. But let's be realistic.
I don't. I never wanted to be married, even as a kid.
We once wanted that, and I mean, people don't get married to get divorced.
Right.
When you say I do, you ain't sitting up there talking about. But when we get divorced,
right,
that ain't, you don't look at that. So it was something that I wasn't really prepared for.
And you gotta know the person that you're marrying, like on their good days, bad days, rich days, broke days, happy days, sad days, like. And until you can see them in every aspect of life, you should not be marrying them, should not be committed to them forever. Cause it's just like, I ain't never seen you broke.
shit, besides the marrying, having kids,
Yeah.
having kids by people you really don't know. Like, I'm tell y'all a little secret. I never wanted kids. I didn't. I thought I was not gonna have no kids. I had my life set up, but God said no.
Slowed her down.
All the way down. I got 2 of them things back there. But I didn't want kids, so I didn't know how hard it's going to be. Like, my kids, they think, shit, life is sweet.
Well, so, yeah, they definitely do.
They think life is sweet. However, it's times where you be tired. Like, I don't be feeling like getting up. I don't want to cook for y'all. I don't want to entertain y'all. Like, especially going through that low key depression that you got bottled up and trying to hide, like, gotta cry in the shower and stuff because you don't want your kids to see it. Being sick, or even when I had that surgery or whatever, I was down a long time. I'm gonna say a long time. A long time, and still having to parent. Like, kids don't understand. I have a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. All I know is my mama can do this. My mama normally can do this. Like, them silent battles that you fight as parents is hard, especially when you're a single mother, when they have these fathers and stuff that's capable, but don't realize what you go through on the normal, everyday, daily life. Like, that's one of my things that I want to work on. That's one of my goals when it comes to this co-parenting stuff. Like, just acknowledging and realizing, like, you get them, for the summer, but summer is easy. You don't have to get up and take them to school and still go to work, still do laundry, still clean up, and still function, still have dinner and stuff together, sports, homework. That's a job within itself. And let's be honest, sometimes you don't be wanting to do that shit. You don't. Like, that's easy. Yeah, that's easy to go entertain or have fun with your kids. That shit is
It'd be fun and games when y'all going on field trips. But when she had surgery and I was having to do the homework and the food and putting the clothes on them.
You changed your mind about kids a little bit?
On the big one, yeah, but the little one is gold. I love him so much. With the big
On the big one.
You looking country, though.
Gotta grow up.
The little one gonna be the same. I don't know about that big one. But the way that kids think, like, bro, you don't realize I'm struggling to even be your sister right now. You want pizza, he want pasta. Your mama don't want to eat. Like, y'all need to take a bath. Nobody done no homework. Like, Logan got 2 different shoes on. Like, I'm what's going on right now.
Don't do him like that.
Yeah, I couldn't even be mad. I'm like, if that's what you want to do, hey, not gonna fight.
Swag it out, Phil.
Do your big one. But it was hard, so I can see why people be frustrated. I always say, I see why people go through postpartum depression. I always say it because kids will make you like scream in their face, for real.
And
like,
they don't really be needing it.
You need to feel like, I'm not even like trying to be mean right now, but you are stressing me out. Like, and then it seems like you have one inconvenience, they just keep coming. Keep coming. You're late for work. Oh, now the garage I want to open up. Now it's raining. Oh, you realize the kids don't even got school today. Now you got to turn around. Like, it just be so much, and it just get dramaticer and dramaticer and dramatic. Like, it just.
Hey, y'all, I had one of them days before. This side note, being an adult, get up, get ready to take my kids to school. Didn't realize that the power was out. My car parked in the garage.
Been there. Been there.
And one ain't open.
It didn't open.
And guess what? I ain't trying to throw it up in the air either. So
and
you said no manual lift in this one.
This little funny shit. When my ex-husband lived here, he was on, little petty stuff. I didn't realize it had been 3 years. He had took the emergency latch to open the garage door, so I couldn't even open it.
Why is that so petty? Like, who thinks to do that? Like,
yeah, so look, me being me, I text him early in the morning. Like, you so petty. He like, what I do now? Today is the first time in 3 years that I needed that emergency latch and realized you took it 3 years ago. And I didn't even use it.
He's so delusional. It don't make no sense.
So that's just a little
Like it don't make no sense. Like you
like
think
I was salty.
yeah, you think you're gonna run out the house? Yeah, all right.
So I had a question for you. Since you been married or whatever, like if you were to get married again, do you believe in prenups? Yeah, she said, "Hell no, I ain't doing this again."
You said, do I believe in what?
Hypothetically, if you were to get married again, do you believe in prenups?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't thought that far because I don't want to be.
That's crazy.
However, I do have something to say. I got married and didn't have a lot of what I have today. And I feel like going through my divorce, like I said, I went through a bad divorce, to see how something that somebody can be wanting something that you worked so hard for. That was one of the biggest things. Like for someone to be entitled to a pension, I worked that job. You get what I'm saying? Like I made that money, or like, so I wouldn't. It's not a bad idea, just depending on your situation.
Yeah, what you're going in with,
who you're dealing with. Like I never knew that. Like hell, I didn't know much. I was like the first one in my immediate family or whatever to get married. So I didn't have no one telling me or giving me guidance on what to do. So when it came to this divorce, it was like stuff was just getting thrown at me. Like, this like my house and my name, but I can lose it because we're married and it became ours once we got married. My pension became his when we got married, and like,
exactly,
we ain't even been married that long and he's entitled to it, but I'm the one get up and go to that job every day. What? I might have to get this man alimony because he asked for it type stuff. Like that was stuff, and going through that, it made me never want to, the thought of getting married again and might have to go through that again, that's fearful for me. It's like I touched that hot stove and I don't want to touch it no more. So that's, and I pray to God that like my mindset change, or he send me somebody that will make me change. But as of right now, it's a strong no. I don't want to be married again, to the point to where I think I'm a little bit afraid to even get into a real committed relationship. And I'm over it. Like, I done forgave, I done had time for myself. Right now, I'm just living life. And right now, I think I'm just enjoying my freedom. Right now, I'm just recently divorced. It's been what, 7 months or something like that. So August. So I'm still fresh. I feel like I still got time to think about that. Right now, I don't want that to be my focus. I don't have to jump into nothing serious right now. Just live, just breathe, do me, set myself back up for my future. And that's something that I feel like when you're going through something, especially as traumatic and how bad everything was that I went through, I need this time. And I had to take a step back, because although it felt like I've been single for a long time because my divorce took so long, in reality, I still was attached in some type of way. I still had chains on me. Those chains finally broke. So now I can really do what I want to do. If I want to go and buy a business, if I want to do that, I don't have to worry about somebody taking half of it. Right. Or so that's something to think about. And right now I'm just living like, but I hope I can be a Toya, right? Or what's her new last name? And because she went through that phase and she never Toya, Lil Wayne, ex. Oh, girl, she said she never wanted to be married again and stuff. And
she sure got her videos, you know.
Yeah, she said she never wanted to, or God send me a Russell or something like that, and I might change my mind. But as of right now, in today's age, I don't want to be married again. So
I never wanted to be married.
I'm gonna say what I took from that is wait till I retire, prenup, and
But who don't want that companionship? I feel like me plus somebody else who on that shit, we can be a whole power couple. because, like I said, yeah,
But you still getting
your
free.
girl on shit. I got a lot of motherfucking shit off. I'm on my shit. I'ma toot my own horn. I don't just party.
Right.
I don't just party. That's just what I show y'all
That's
and what I tell y'all.
That's what it might look like to y'all. But trust, I get up and go to work.
I get up and go to work. I'm very responsible, taking care of them kids. I'm on my shit for real. I'm gonna toot my own horn, give myself my flowers while I'm here.
Period.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely look into a prenup, just because, like, you know what you have, and like you said, you don't ever want to be like, dang, I could really be in my house today, out of my house tomorrow, just because somebody is being spiteful, or they just trying to be greedy because they know you don't need nowhere to stay, boy. We ain't been together. You've been staying where you're supposed to be standing. What you need my house for? Now I'm homeless.
But that also goes into who you are dealing.
There you go.
Who you are dealing with and know what you up against.
Yeah.
Shit, you might not need no prenup with. I might not need no prenup or nothing like that. Even a thought with the next person I encounter, because shit, he just ain't. He's a man.
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about if he get mad taking stuff or
dealing
with stuff like that.
Things.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with that.
And that definitely ties into you just gotta know.
You gotta know your person. You gotta know that when they get upset and mad, how they're gonna respond.
Yeah.
Like, even if y'all not together, that he still gonna look out and take care of you. Like, you just gotta find that person. Like, take your time. We still got time. We're older, but we still not old. You get what I'm saying? We still got time. See them kids back there.
I'm sure like how somebody just got DDT for sure. They definitely just got put on their neck. They so wild.
What's some what I was gonna say? You stayed out of town, away from your mom, and you have your dad, but how was that as an adult? Because I'm telling you, my grandma, y'all, shout her out. She the GOAT. I wouldn't know what to do without my grandma. Like, I call her right now and say, girl, can you take these kids to school tomorrow? I need to spend the night. She ain't gonna ask no question. She gonna be like, yeah, bring them. She the G, for real.
That's why, thank you, Lord, for grandparents. So my daddy keeps her on. She ain't been daycare, none of that. Like, I don't know what it is to spend no daycare money. I'm finna find out what it is to spend this school money though, come August. But yeah, nah, he go, like you said, yeah, my daddy, her papa, for sure. And he stayed right up, when I say around the corner, I could walk to his house right now. He right.
Wow.
Every morning. Papa house. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's what's up. It ain't nothing like having a good support system. That support system, amazing. That's
his best friend. That's his road dog. I really ain't got to do. I mean, I'm really just here. I just had her. I got this one.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Just had her, but
that's good.
Yeah, they be looking. And then even when I come home, like, we outside. I can go outside today. My mama got because she's not up here, so she don't get to spend as much time. So when I'm there, of course, she's like, oh no, this me time. This me and my G. So they look out. But when she get here, even when she come visit, the same thing. Like, yeah, I had to come outside today because the grandparents is in. Tag them out.
Dang, if someone wants to say.
Remember it.
What is one thing you regret from from now to this age? From my age to your age? Like something that you did that significantly was like, yeah, probably shouldn't have did that.
Get married.
I should have known you was going to say that.
You did. But I can say it was a
learning experience.
It was a learning experience. It taught me a whole lot. I learned so much doing it. I learned how to be by myself. I learned how to be patient. I learned my strength that I never knew I had. So God do everything for a reason. I always say that. Like, the experiences that I went through, I feel like I needed to be put through to become the person I am today. Like going through trials and tribulation, it definitely builds character. So although that may be my regret, it also was a great learning experience. Between that and, like Nate said, like having touch and having access to so much money at a younger age, and not doing what I could have done with it if I knew that. If I just had $50,000 to blow right now, that $50,000 would definitely be making me more
It would
money.
definitely work for me.
So that's like my two biggest things, like getting married and not staying married, and how that has changed and altered myself. And I think it has changed me as a person.
Yeah, all that stuff. Sure.
I'm definitely changed as a person. I'm more guarded, protective of my feelings. Like I'm all about the whole me. Like hopefully like I said, one day somebody come knock down that brick wall. But like as far as the whole investing thing and making money and stepping into entrepreneurship, like if I knew then what I knew now. And now I'm 35 and I'm just getting my feet wet with it. Just want to start venturing off and looking into things when I could have did that at 21. When I have no responsibilities, my kids straight and we good, but where we could have been now had I knew.
Yeah, so I don't really have regrets per se, but that financial piece for sure is something that's like, I'm like, man, I could have been a millionaire type shit. Probably up there.
I swear. Oh, that's exactly what I was about to say.
If you really calculate all the money that you blew from like now, you know what I mean? From like then to now, like from when the time you started working to now, like if you really calculate, like, fam, like what are we on? Like that's the only thing, like, but like relationship wise, I don't really regret them just because I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably should have paid attention to certain stuff, but
red flags.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's life lesson.
Like,
so I've always been outside of like with her dad or whatever. Like prior to him, I'm always been the type that's like, if you do something wrong, I'm out. Like it's nothing for me. Like, oh, okay, shit, you fucking out? Me too, bet. Shit, it's nothing. Like, but with him, it was kind of like, damn, I'm so used to just doing that. Like, let me try not to.
Right.
When I really should have.
Right.
But I don't really regret it. I got my baby. You know what I'm saying? I got blessing came out of it, whatever. Chanel.
You still got a little life to live.
Most definitely. But I will say what I do regret. I became an entrepreneur at like 16. I started doing hair when I was 16. I was also working at the YMCA, a salary job at 16. So then $45,000 was a lot to me. I'm like, wow, $45,000 a year? That's almost $50,000, almost $100,000. Like, I'm making so much money and doing hair. Once I quit the Y, I was doing hair full time. I was making anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 every week. As a kid, like, what am I gonna do with this money? I regret mishandling my money because I was making so much money and nobody was telling me what to do with it. Like, of course, I was putting my money in a savings account, but I didn't know that the savings account only 0.02% interest and shit. Like, I could be putting this money in a CD or a trust fund. So what I ended up doing was starting a fund for my brother. He's still in high school. So that's what I did with my money. But it was like, without me going to the bank and actually asking him, how much money can I get back from this account? I wouldn't have known. I regret doing some of the things I did to, what's the word? No, self-incrimination. What's the word?
Speak.
There we go. I just have messed up a lot of money. Let's just say that. I was making a lot of money at one time, so young, not knowing what to do with it. All I knew was, y'all going out of town? I'm gonna book my flight. I don't care if it's $500, I'm going.
So what's something that going on in the future that you can do to where when you're our age, being that we had our little if we knew then at your age,
Yeah.
what we know now.
What would I do?
Yeah.
Well, now diving back into entrepreneurship, like I definitely have to take a break to clear my head to really get on the real entrepreneurship track. So once I get fully back on that, I'll be good. Cause I ain't gonna be doing no funny business. I'm gonna be back good. And I'm gonna keep it on the straight and narrow this time around. Keep everything and invest, like you said, like I plan on buying property and yeah, putting my money in CDs and stuff. Well, I'm probably not right now because the stock's going down. Work for me. But yeah, that's my only regret. Relationships, I don't really have no regrets because it taught me a whole lot. It taught me what I didn't want to be with, what I knew I didn't really like, but I was just doing just to be doing something. Yeah, I was taught that love is never gonna hurt you. Love is never gonna put their hands on you. Somebody who loves you is never gonna say nothing that's gonna make you feel like, damn, am I stupid? Like, am I a bad person? Like, is this really like, love is never gonna really have you delusional. So
Sure.
I'm positive.
We'll talk about that on a different episode.
Yeah,
The delusion.
I'm right now big positive impact.
The delusions of love.
The delusion.
I don't even think it's of love, delusions of sneaky links.
Oh damn.
That's what it is. But hey, like you said, that's for another place. Right now, we're being positive impacts.
Well, I feel like we let y'all in our little business a little bit.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh, y'all.
I was gonna get to that. So we got a little shout out moment.
Hey. We got, what's it say? Bray Day concoctions. Delta 8 infused beverage. Can y'all see that? Okay, we got this one. I drank some of this.
What kind is it?
This one is Sunrise Haze Lemonade. Then we got this one, Maui Wowie. This one is really good. Like, I really have to bump the brakes on this because
Drinking it like it was some
yeah, I don't want to be delirious. It say 12 ounces, 1.5% alcohol, 40 by the volume, so 40% alcohol. Delta 8 infused. So yeah.
We gonna put up the information on how you can purchase if you want some.
It's fine if you ask me. Who knows how it's gonna make me feel?
And I just wanna speaking of parenting and adulting, so yeah, my son called himself, he been getting into this little rapping thing. So before we start recording, mama, make sure you shout me out. So Kobe!
Goodness.
So come here. I'm gonna let him tell y'all a little about himself. Follow him. Go hear his little songs. Come here. So tell them who you are, how they can look you up, find you, what you do. Get up here.
I'm Icy Boy, and you can find my song on Apple Music and Spotify and on YouTube.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Don't Play, and the album is The Big Three.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's Icy Boy right there. He also got Icy Boy merch as well. So my boy trying to do his thing. Hopefully he get rich. So you know how we said stop working and stuff.
Damn.
I'm going to scratch out here.
So yeah, check my boy Icy Boy out. All right, son. So I think that's gonna sum things up for today.
Yeah.
We want to steer away from the relationships, the outside, because we are real people. We
Things
have
get real.
real life situations. We deal with real life things.
Very transparent though.
Yeah. we be want to keep it real with y'all. We can talk about more than turn ups and this and stuff like that. We got a little sense.
Yeah, just drop. Yeah.
But thank you again for another great segment, guys. I love meeting up and talking to you ladies. It's always an honor and a pleasure.
And a vibe.
It's
Always.
about-
So, CC.
K-Stats.
And May.